Hello, today we'll speak about subclasses with CarrefourShop edition. In Java, subclasses and interfaces let you control which classes are allowed to extend or implement them. This is useful when you want to model a specific domain with strict rules or how the class hierarchy should look. Why use subclasses? Normally, inheritance is about code reuse, but sometimes you're modeling a system where you want to limit the possibilities. Let's say you're building an app for Carrefour and you want to represent the different store types they operate. You don't want someone randomly creating a Carrefour random store that doesn't make sense in your domain. That's where subclasses come in. They allow you to define exactly which subclasses are valid. Declaring a subclass. Use the seal modifier followed by a permits clause to list the allowed subclasses. Example, CarrefourShop, public seal class CarrefourShop permits CarrefourCity, CarrefourMarket, CarrefourHyper. Here, only CarrefourCity, CarrefourMarket, and CarrefourHyper are allowed to extend CarrefourShop. Next, CarrefourMarket.java. Here, the example for a non-seal class. For example, the code is public non-seal class CarrefourMarket extend CarrefourShop and something inside. Non-seal means other classes can extend this one. For example, you could later add CarrefourMarket Urban or CarrefourMarket Suburb. Next, CarrefourHyper.java. Here the code for a seal class, public seal class, CarrefourHyper extend CarrefourShop, permits Carrefour Drive and CarrefourBio, with as body public boolean as electronic sections. This one is sealed again and limits its subclasses to only Carrefour Drive and CarrefourBio. Next, additional subclasses. So the two that has been permitted in the previous one, CarrefourDrive.java, which is a final class. The code is public final class Carrefour Drive extend CarrefourHyper, etc. And CarrefourBio is also final class with a code public final class CarrefourBio extend CarrefourHyper and some code inside the body of the class. Alternative. Defining everything in one file. If all permitted subclasses are declared in the same file, you can omit the permits clause. For example, here the code for the all class, public seal class, CarrefourShop, curly braces, then final class CarrefourCity extend CarrefourShop, then non-seal class CarrefourMarket extend CarrefourShop, then seal class CarrefourHyper extend CarrefourShop, then final class Carrefour Drive extend CarrefourHyper, and then final class CarrefourBio extend CarrefourHyper. You see no permits clause inside this one file containing everything. So, in conclusion, the benefit of subclass: you explicitly define valid subtypes, your class hierarchy becomes easier to reason about, and then great support for exhaustive switch expression in newer Java version. Thank you very much, and maybe see you in another video. Bye!